How's it going, guys? Alex here, and I'm back for another video. So recently, well today actually, the OCG ban list dropped, and we always want to look at the OCG ban list because the OCG ban list is always a lot kind of different to how our ban list is. And I just want to point out to you guys to not just be like completely afraid, just thinking, "Ooh, my cards in my current deck are gonna get all banned," because the difference that OCG has to TCG is OCG are not afraid to hit anything. Like, even if a card just came out 2 weeks ago, they will hit it because it is too strong or something like that. We now know from recently that spirals are basically tier 0 in OCG. The deck is completely shitting on everything now, even though it's doing pretty average there. I think it's just because they got the new Link monster. But this is just my opinions on what's been going on. I've seen the list already, so don't think this is a live reaction. This is my sort of beatdown for what has happened here. So let's go straight into the list. So the two cards that have been banned is Masterpiece and Dragonic Diagram. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I am not surprised with Diagram being banned. I have said this for absolutely ages. If you saw my ban list prediction video, I don't even think this card should go to 1. I think this card should just be flat out banned because it is far too good. The thing is, right, there's a difference between the TCG and the OCG. The OCG do not like things that are free. And when I mean free, I don't mean like, oh, well, I can't get a card for free. I mean they don't like things like free destroys, because when you think now, back in 2005, getting card destroyed, it was a big thing because you didn't want your cards destroyed at all. But now you can destroy your cards and float like nobody's business. Dragonic Diagram banned, I'm not really surprised as well. By looking at Worlds is a huge example. And actually, if TCG ban Dragonic Diagram, I won't even be surprised. And the main reason for why is because in Worlds, it even proved just having one Dragonic Diagram will just completely shaft anything. The card is far too good, and the way that if you play in True Draco, you're actually able to recycle it. You're sure in Dino Yangzing, you can deal without one Diagram. Diagram really helps, obviously. I mean, it is probably the main field spell, but you can also use other field spells. You can use Lost World, which is what I use personally. I do like Lost World, but Dragonic Diagram is just far too good. And Masterpiece getting hit, I'm a bit up and down with that. I mean, I know banning it is very good, but if you look at what else they've hit and what I'll go into, you'll be pretty surprised that they hit this and hit the other cards at the same time. But Masterpiece is just far too good. Of course, the thing with Dragonic Diagram and Masterpiece and all the True Draco stuff is it all is normal summoning, which just allows them to completely ignore everything, and their draw power is just far too good. Their search power is disgusting, and that's basically it with these two cards banned. I'm not surprised. Let's go to the limited cards. Now, this is very interesting. So, first card we're going to look at is Tribe Infecting Virus. Now, this card has been on the ban list for so damn long, and it's 2017 now. It's old. It doesn't do anything. Regegi does more, and it's just pointless. I'm gonna go straight over to here. Alistair the Invoker. That basically means Eidolons or invoked in OCG is just dead. You cannot play Eidolons with only one Alistair. It's just pointless. You can't do anything. I mean, one search to Alistair is just, it's horrible. You can't do anything. I mean, maybe hitting, I don't know, Magical Meltdown or something else would have been better, but Alistair, I don't think that's fair. I think that's a bit too hard. Here's the few cards that I think were a bit too hard on True Draco. Dynamite Knight, the True Draco fighter, they hit that, putting it to 1. True Draco Heritage, they put that to 1. True King Return, they put that to 1. That is really heavy hits. Now, this hit is big. Soul Eating Oviraptor and Baby Cerosaurus. Baby Cerosaurus, in my opinion, should not have been hit. That is just a bit too harsh. I mean, I know I'm a Dino Zodiac player right now, and I do think that hitting Ceresaurus is a little bit harsh. Because Overraptor basically was the problem. Overraptor and Dragonic Diagram were the problems of just being able to destroy and summon. Baby Ceresaurus just sort of made the deck good because it just allows you to destroy and then search and then special. But what does this mean? So this basically means that you can't really play dinosaurs during your opponent's turn. The deck is still highly playable because you can play it with Lost World, and soloing Overraptor you can easily just like use Call of the Haunted or something. But putting it to 1 is fair because, you know, the card is just a bit too strong. Baby Ceresaurus, don't think this card should have been hit. I mean, they still have Petit Pterodon, but the problem with Petit Pterodon is the fact that, you know, you can't. It has to be level 4 or level 4 or higher, not level 4 or lower. So you can't special summon out, you know, what's it called? Draco to go into like a Trish or something like that. Like it's just not as good. ABC Buster, Dragon Buster. ABC is just pointless now in like OCG. You can barely play it. So that's funny. Denglong. Now this is an interesting hit. People thought for the rumors that Denglong was going to get banned. Now here's a reason for why they actually they limited Denglong. Now the first thing with Denglong is the fact you're able to change its levels to level 9. Now if the two cards this synergizes so well with is Trish and VFD, or True King of All Calamities, that is what it synergizes with so well. It's because you're able to summon a Denglong, and what's it called? Change its level to level 9. Say if you've got a True King on the field, you know, you can just use the True King, what's the name, Lithosogym, and then go into a VFD. Or you can, summon out, Trish your opponent. Because it's level 9, you can change Yangzing, Denglong's level when you summon him, change him to level 9, and then just go into a VFD. So now it's really challenging you to make you think, okay, should I use Denglong to help me go for Trish, or should I use Denglong for VFD? It's now making you think more. It's like you can't just use two Denglongs in one game. It's just too good. Terraforming. If this card gets put to 1, I'm not going to be upset. I'm not going to be surprised. As I said before, OCG do not like things for free. They don't like you being able to search things for free. They don't want free searches. They just want you to be able to play properly. And Terraforming is a free search, and if field spells were shit, then it would be okay. But the fact that field spells are just too good. I mean, like Dragonic Diagrams are a prime example. So was like Cosmo Town back in 2016. You know, like these were big changes, and like I think not ABC Buster, Terraforming going to 1 is good. True Draco Heritage Return we've already spoken to. Trickstar Reincarnation. Now this is interesting. They do not. I don't agree. I don't like Trickstar Reincarnation. I think the card is a bit too good. But like the reason why they hit it is because they're just going to take all of this stuff off the radar, and if that's the case, Trickstars are just going to be like destroying everything alongside Spirals. But Spirals are going to be they're just too good at the moment. Trickstar Reincarnation going to 1 is understandable. They didn't hit the deck too hard. Which I'm okay with. I'm okay with. Now, Spellbook of Secrets. Now, this is what I wanted to talk to. Now, everyone knows of the Spellbook of Knowledge Blue Boy engine, whatever it's called. I don't even know. Now, as I said before, OCG don't agree with things for free. And Spellbook of Secrets, you know, you search, you go for Blue Boy, you go Spellbook of Knowledge, and then you draw 2 from it. That is a bit too good. So basically what they've done is they've dealt with the search power of the Spellbook engine, and have just made you think, now, is it really worth me playing the Spellbook engine? Because Spellbook of Knowledge, drawing 2, ooh, it is a lot. Draw 2 cards is a lot, you know, you know, the amount of stuff you can do with 1 alone is ridiculous. But, you know, Spellbook of Secrets, you know, going to 1, I think is good. I think it's a good hit. Because personally, I'm a little bit almost OCG. I don't like things for free, really. Now, Summon a Monk, I don't know if the card was Oh, at one might have been, but I don't think I give a shit about it. Winwich, Icebell. At least they're dealing. They've dealt with a few cards quite nicely. They've dealt with Eidolons. I think hitting the Winwich engine first, and if it was too strong, then go for something like Alistair would have been better. Not just hit Winwich and Alistair on the same list. I think it's just either one or the other. So that's good. Pot of Avarice. We don't even have one in the OCG, in the TCG. You know, we don't even have one Avarice. I completely forgot like the full effect, but I know it's just too broken. You know, where are you? Come here, open. Yeah, you know, target 5 monsters into. I mean, like, really, that is pretty busted. Like, I think it's okay though, but like, really, yeah, I don't know if it's needed. Pot of Avarice going to 2. Okay. Future Fusion, Errated, doesn't need to talk about. Fossil Dig. Now, this is interesting. I don't know if this even needed to be hit, because you've hit dinosaurs already. The deck is still playable, don't get me wrong. It's just not as good. Yeah, it's just not as good. Like, Overwraps is at 1. Like, if you're going to play Dinosaur now, you just need to play pure Dinosaur. You can't just, use Diagram, because Diagram's gone now. So Fossil Dig's going to be interesting. Now, this is one that everyone is going to be talking about until we know what's going to happen with the card. Maxi got put to 2. Now, I'm unsure about what they're going to do with Maxi. I don't know if they're going to limit it, and I don't know if they're going to ban it in the OCG. But I don't know if they're going to semi-limit it or ban it in TCG as well. Now, my opinion on Maxi is this is a fair number of Maxi 2. I think it's okay at 2, but not good at 1, because if it's at 1, you just activate it and you don't need to worry about anything. You just, you don't even need to draw on like another Maxi. Personally, like, I think if TCG can't handle the card, you just either put it back to 3 or you ban it, one or the other. But like, personally, I think 2 is a fair number for Maxi. I don't know if 1 is good. Like, I think OCG did a good hit on Maxi and just put it to 2, just to see what it's like, because like, so far this ban list hasn't dropped. It starts on the 1st of October, so there's a good few weeks left of of Dragonic Diagram and stuff. But yeah, anyway, let's go straight down. So Unlimited, Performer Pal, Pendulum Sorcerer, don't give a shit. Witch of the Black Forest, I believe Errated, nobody cares. Rescue Cat, Errated, nobody cares. Barrel from a Different Dimension. In a way I like this, in a way I don't, because like, if they have a deck that comes out that's very focused on banishing cards, and then they just like, you just target and then do, target and just special and all that sort of stuff. And I think it's just, target, put back into graveyard, and then repeat the process. There's some loops you can do with Barrel from a Different Dimension, so I don't know if it's a good hit, or good cards to take off. Tenki, yep, Zodiac is dead in OCG, no point in keeping it there. Preparation of Rites, Necros, non-existent, no one cares. Sacrifice, again, they've got Scout at 3, but who's, like, Towers is banned, so who cares? Domain is going back to 3. Now, if loads of people don't know, I believe that the OCG do not have what's it called, Stormforth on the list. I don't know if they do. They might do. Put in the comments if they do have it. But Domain was just too strong at the time when Monarchs were just thriving. So I think taking it off is okay. Monarchs are dead anyway, and True Draco is dead. So there's not going to be no more tributing for games. Wavering Eyes comes off. Pendulum dead. No one cares. Dragon Ravine was, I believe, limited for so long. So I think this is finally okay to take off. So what is my overall opinion? I think this is a relatively okay list for this stuff. Masterpiece and Diagram, not surprised. Baby Sarah, I think it's a bit too hard on Dinosaur. Denglong is understandable. Terraforming again. Secrets is an arguable one, but I think it's okay. Overall, I think this list is relatively decent. I think OCG have actually given probably the TCG some really good ideas. The ban list is around the corner. and stuff. But anyway, my name is Alex, and I'm out. See ya!